In step one, where it says record a voiceover to this question, what you're going to do is click on Media, Audio, then Record Voiceover. It will ask you for permission to use the microphone through Adobe Express. You can click on Allow. Next, what you're going to do is click on Start Recording. There's a 3-second countdown timer. And what you're going to do is you're going to read the script that you had written in preparation for this voiceover. Once you're finished recording, you click on Finish Recording. You can now see the exact length of your voiceover in your timeline. After you have finished recording your voiceover for your first section, what you're going to do is add the number of scenes equal to the number of images that will go along with your voiceover. So you can see down here, this is the length in my timeline for my voiceover. Right now, there is one blank scene that's added. If I want to add 3 images to go with my voiceover, I'm going to add 2 more scenes by clicking on the plus and then add scene. I'll click on it again to add another scene. And what I want to do is I want to line up the length of all 3 of these scenes so that it matches the length of my timeline. Once you have adjusted the scenes to match the length of your voiceover, what you're going to do now is add an image to go into each scene. So you're going to do this by clicking one of your blank scenes, choosing Upload, and then finding the image you wish to add. You will most likely have to resize that image to fit the size of that scene. And you will do this for each blank scene. If you wish, you can also overlay text on the image by clicking on Text and adding that text and positioning it anywhere on that scene. So to do a preview, you can move the timeline over to the beginning of that section, and then click on play.
Microbits are great for math class because they make learning hands-on and interactive. They bring math to life by turning numbers into moving parts. Microbits are a great way to make abstract math more concrete and visual. Using them made math feel more like problem solving in the real world.
Once you have added an image to each of your scenes and done a preview, what you're going to want to do next is add some polish to your video. When you click on the plus icon by the scene, you can choose to add a transition, and here you can add a transition between each image. You can also wish to add some background music to your video by going to Media, Audio, and you can see there are sound effects, acoustics, and background audio that you can add to your video if you wish to do so. So for example, you can preview some of the sound here. If you wish to use that in your video, you just drag it into your video and then you can position it where you want it to start. One of the things you will probably have to do is adjust the volume, as you don't want the music to go over your voiceover. So you can reduce the volume and adjust accordingly. You can also specify how many seconds you want it to fade in, as well as how many seconds to fade out. Once you've added some polish, you can preview it at any time.
Microbits are great for math class because they make learning hands-on and interactive. They bring math to life by turning numbers into moving parts. Microbits are a great way to make abstract math more concrete and visual. Using them made math feel more like problem solving in the real world.
And there you go. That's the first section of your video complete. Once you have finished adding your images to each of the scenes, because this is a remix template and it has the instructions in each of the 3 sections, you're going to want to remove this from your video. So to do that, you're going to hover over your scene, click on a 3-dot icon, then choose Delete Scene. Once you do that, you will see that everything has shifted over. You will also need to manually shift over any audio or background music to line up with the scene again. And you're ready to preview the video with your completed section of your video. After you've repeated this process for all 3 sections of your video and you feel that it's complete, make sure you go to the last scene here and add your name as well as the school. Finally, when you're ready to submit this video and share it out, you will click on download and then download this MP4 file. This MP4 file will be your video that you've created in Adobe Express.